Piers Morgan has once again hit out at Prince Harry over his latest public appearance, in which he discussed mental health. Piers Morgan, 56, has not held back in his criticism of Prince Harry, 37, who he slammed for pouring out gormless gibberish in a new discussion about his views on mental health issues. The Duke of Sussex's latest virtual appearance, hosted by personal coaching company BetterUp on Thursday, saw him candidly discuss his mental health. Harry, who last year was named Chief Impact Officer of BetterUp, admitted he had previously struggled with burnout. He described the feeling of burnout as getting to the very end of everything I had, any fuel, any steam in the engine. As a result of this experience, the Duke now focuses on self-care every day to prioritize his mental health. But in a new column for The Sun's Fabulous magazine, Piers said the Duke had become totally unrecognizable from the person who we all thought we knew as a member of the royal family, before his explosive exit alongside wife Meghan Markle. Piers also criticized the Duke's self-serving moaning guff, as he claimed Harry's mental health conversations were damaging to his own well-being. He penned, "Yet in a year that should be dedicated to celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, he is busy finishing off an autobiography that will inevitably ruin it with more royal-bashing tirades. Doubtless, it will also contain a lot more self-serving moaning guff about his struggles. But I don't want to hear any more of it, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I don't know what the hell's happened to Harry. I do know that his incessant rabbiting about his mental health, for huge financial gain, is now damaging my mental health." The former Good Morning Britain host concluded, "For the love of God, shut up, you privileged little twerp." Piers had already lashed out at the Duke yesterday in a scathing Twitter post in view of his 7.9 million followers. The broadcaster quote-tweeted a clip via BetterUp's official account of Prince Harry's speech. The caption read, "Prince Harry gets it, doing inner work can be tough, but it's a solid foundation to build on. And once you get all of that sorted out, everything else seems to fall into place." In the clip, Harry said, "Mental health is the pinnacle. It's what you're aiming for in the road towards that can be really bumpy." Prince Harry offered his own woke guide to business today as he told firms they should give everyone time to focus on themselves during his first appearance of the year plugging his employer, mental health startup BetterUp. The Duke of Sussex, 38, who was speaking from his $14 million mansion in California with Meghan Markle, 40, and has a series of endorsement deals with companies that pay him to represent their brands, spoke on a virtual panel alongside CEO Alexei Robichaud and the Duchess' friend, Serena Williams. During the summit, Harry and Serena joked about chatting for hours as they spoke about their close bond, while the tennis star also revealed how the Duke acts as a life coach for her. The father of two, who was showcasing a new shorter haircut at the event, claimed he had suffered burnout and waxed lyrical about the importance of taking time for inner work. Harry said, "From an employer perspective, you can't expect your people to put in the work on themselves when you're not giving them the time to do that." Later, the Duke spoke about being taught lessons from the universe, saying, "Life is about learning, right? If you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and even your 50s and you think you've got it sorted, then bad stuff is going to happen. But when bad things happen, I think, there's a lesson here. I'm being schooled by the universe, there is something for me to learn. Next time it happens, I'm going to be more resilient and can see a way around it to achieve the ultimate goal." As the session came to a close, Harry went on to reveal how he sees his BetterUp coach, who act as a mental health mentor for individuals and businesses, every week. After plugging the service, he joked to the CEO, "Maybe you should just put me on the coaching board as well, Alexei?" Social media users criticized the Duke for his comments, with one baffled Twitter user writing, "What the hell is he talking about? He's never done a hard day's work in his life." BetterUp is valued at £3 billion and Harry's role, which he began in March, includes product strategy, philanthropy, and public advocacy related to mental health. He is also involved in its commitment to Pledge 1%, a movement which encourages companies to donate 1% of equity, staff time, product or profit to their communities. While Harry receives a salary from BetterUp, the firm has not disclosed how much he is paid or if he owns shares or stock options. The interview comes months after Harry advised people who feel stuck in jobs that don't bring them joy to quit and said leaving work was something to be celebrated, nearly 2 years after his acrimonious departure from the royal family.